What's up everybody, and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews, and we are literally 5 days away from the release of the new Star Wars film, The Last Jedi, and I am so excited. And in anticipation and in celebration of the new film being released, today we got something really cool in studio. If you guys recall, one of my favorite entries thus far in the new movies is definitely Star Wars Rogue One. Easily one of the most memorable characters of the Star Wars universe is definitely Jyn Erso. Now, Hot Toys has already retailed two versions of the Jyn Erso figure, the regular version and the deluxe version, and I already made my recommendation, guys. If you have a chance to get the deluxe version, I highly recommend you get that one. But Sideshow Collectibles is going a step further, and they're releasing yet another version of Jyn Erso, which I think is personally pretty cool. It's an actual alternate version, which is the Imperial disguise. So today we're going to be taking a look at the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Sideshow exclusive Jyn Erso in the Imperial disguise. Let's take a closer look. Now, fortunately, the head sculpt on this figure is pretty straightforward. There aren't too many changes from the original two that have already been released. There were great head sculpts to begin with, so they continue that tradition here. They essentially use the same mold, so no surprises, but again, it is an impressive sculpt to begin with, and I absolutely love the way that it came out. Now, this is a personal preference, of course, but you might be asking yourself, well, why would I get this figure again if it's essentially the same sculpt? Well, again, as collectors, you have to make that decision. What makes this figure unique is that it is an exclusive, and the exclusive is that it comes with the disguise. Now, there are no additional accessories here, but it is cool that we have this version. The attention to detail here is amazing, guys. I absolutely love the jumpsuits or the flight suits for the Imperial TIE fighters, and this just looks freaking cool. There's a lot of detail here, especially in that belt buckle. And they're not plastic, guys. Those buckles are made of actual metal, and it is freaking awesome. Now, the alternate head here is essentially the helmet, so you can swap them out. It's not just for show, it is functional, but you can't move the visors or anything like that. It's just one solid piece with a little plug at the bottom so that you can switch out heads. Overall, it's still good though. No matter what version of the original figure you get, you have to admit that the attention to detail on both those figures are phenomenal. And that tradition continues here. The flight suit is absolutely incredible. It's very form-fitting, and it looks like a miniaturized flight suit. Most importantly, the little details in this flight suit are awesome. The knee pads look fantastic. They are made out of actual rubber. You know, these kinds of things, these little details really make these exclusives very, very sought after, and I am glad that they did this and they didn't cheap out. Of course, one of the most impressive things about this figure are definitely her feet or her boots. The attention to detail here is amazing. I especially love that weather look in the leather. Looks great. And those belt buckles, I love the way that they sculpted them. They look like they're actual metal, even though they're molded, the way that they're painted, it looks very real. And that attention to detail, again, just gives this figure overall realism. Now, again, conceptually, one of the things that you need to understand is that if you're expecting that this exclusive comes with a lot of additional accessories, you're going to be very disappointed in this figure. Essentially what it is a new outfit for this figure, and the only accessory that it really comes with is the now iconic blaster that Jyn Erso gives to K2SO while he's making his last stand. You also get two of the Imperial flight batons when you're directing TIE fighters in flight or when they're docking. Now, these are actually very cool, incredibly detailed. I also noticed that they do have a reflective material at the bottom of the sticks, and they look really cool, guys. The most important thing about these accessories, though, is that they're fully magnetic, so they're not a pain in the ass to take on and off. I love when they do these magnetic things. It's just amazing, and it really helps with you posing your figure, so to speak. Now, with the base for this figure, there are no real surprises here either. They're very in line with the rest of the Hot Toys figures, but I will have to say they are not doing these overlays that they used to do on the actual bases, which, I don't know, depending on your preference, might be a pain in the ass because they do move around a lot. Either way, it looks the same basically as the rest of the figures. The only thing that is different is on the lip of the base, it has that silver plaque which reads the name of the character, Jyn. And of course, rounding out the last bit of accessories is 3 additional hands for not so various poses. Like I said, guys, this figure doesn't come with a lot of additional accessories. It's basically an alternate outfit that they're giving you. So look, guys, you know the collecting game, and you'll definitely know this lesson by now. Anytime they have an alternate or an exclusive version of any figure, it's definitely going to be sought after by collectors. So, I will categorize this as a holy grail piece because it is a very unique piece, and it will be an exclusive that everybody's going to want later on in the year, so it's only going to appreciate. So I am going to categorize it as a Holy Grail piece. So if you want it, now's the time to jump on it, guys, before, of course, eBay will swallow it up. Now before I go, I just want to thank the folks over at Hot Toys and Sideshow Collectibles for sending this wonderful piece over for review. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Sideshow exclusive Jyn Erso Imperial disguise version from Star Wars Rogue One. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews, and until the 15th, may the Force be with you.